Greetings, viewers. This thing, and I've got to back up all the way just to get in the shot of this camera, is a Sony Handycam carrying case, well, system case, model LC-S8. Obviously this isn't just a carrying case though, because that's not nearly interesting enough to make a video of. Go ahead and we take a look. You can see, first and foremost, the $9.99 price tag, which is quite honestly probably overpriced for this. Even if you discount the fact that it doesn't actually function. Which, yes, I'm going to give it away right now. The video camera that's in this case does not work. It's got problems with bad capacitors, which is pretty typical. It's a very nice case. I believe it was made by Samsonite. And it was even made in Canada. At least if this sticker is to be believed, if I could actually get the camera into macro mode. You can see there, made in Canada. Very cool stuff. So what's actually in it? Well, by the title of the video, you'll know what's in it. We could take an even closer look. And we can see, really, I only purchased this for one reason, and one reason alone. And it was because of all the accessories that it came with, which are almost certainly worth the $9.99 that I paid. It was listed for $40, and they wanted $40 for it. There was no way I was giving them $40. I was able to talk them down to $10. But anyway, just because of how old it was. That being said, there's an ACP88. It says battery charger, but it's basically the AC power adapter for these older cameras. WW for worldwide, although I don't really know why it says that, since it is the North American version. I'm guessing that it's multi-range and voltage, input voltage, so you could actually use it with an adapter very easily. Oh, it says AC in 120 volts, so I don't know about that one. Kind of strange. But I have this tape here, this Kodak Royal Camcorder videotape with some video footage on it. That came from this. Here's the actual battery charger, model BCA70. I know it's out of focus. This is an older camera, there's not much I can really do about that. I've also got this aftermarket battery, Millennium rechargeable, 6 volt, 1800 milliamp hour. It's nickel cadmium, so it's about 1000% dead by now. Then I've got the AV cable, some miscellaneous accessories. I have the keys. This actually is a conversion, so maybe it actually would work with 240 volts, I don't know, but it doesn't say that it does. And here's something else that's really neat. It comes with a cleaning tape, model V8-25CL. Alright, let me take the camera out, we can take a closer look at it. Here it is. We'll go ahead and we'll turn on this light. Maybe we'll get a little bit more light over here with which to work. I don't know if it'll matter for this camera, but here it is, the Sony Auto Handycam. Again, if I can get the macro to engage. Video8, model CCD-V5. I'm not sure when it would have been manufactured, if there's a date on it somewhere. Yeah, there we go. January of 1988 is when it would have been made. You can see it's definitely got some automatic features. This would have been one of the first that did. I have a CCD-V1 and a CCD-M1 as well. In addition to this, Handycam Pro CCD-V9, which also has automatic functionality. Overall, between the two, the V5 and the V9 are pretty close. It's just that the V5 is obviously quite a bit older, being that it uses the old power the older power supply. This one uses the newer 2-prong one that installs at the back. It's V9. Whereas this uses the old style cradle, which you can see there. Here's the microphone with a flattened windscreen. I think it is degrading. I don't want to touch it too much. But this, does it have autofocus? I believe it does. Yeah, it's got autofocus. It's obviously an infrared autofocusing system, because that's what they all used back then. But I don't actually see the infrared transmitter, infrared LED. So that's interesting. Not sure where it would be. Like I said, this camera does not work. The capacitors are bad. I was able to get it to power on for a few minutes, and then it just kind of went completely to pot. So, what I'll do is I'll see if I can get it to work for a little bit, just long enough for a brief test. I can tell you that based on the footage that was on the tape that came with it, the tape mechanism is out of alignment anyway, and that's very difficult to fix. And on a camera like this with bad caps, I'm probably not going to mess too much with it. So, unfortunately, even as nice as it is, and in as good a condition as it is, because it's in really good shape, when we can take the lens cap off, it's very clean. And yes, again, I know it's out of focus. You don't have to tell me. Oh, it's out of focus, it's out of focus. Anyway, you don't need it to be in focus to be able to tell just how clean it really is. So, we'll see what we can do. Maybe I'll get some demo video out of it, maybe I won't, but even if I don't, I will go ahead and include the footage, because there's very little of it that was on the original tape. So, I will be right back, thanks to the magic of video editing. Oops, that was not the button I wanted to push. Okay, we're testing. I don't know if audio is coming through, but yeah, you can see this looks like absolute crap. It's not working great, as one would expect. Yeah, I think we've completely lost it now. Yeah, I think she's pretty much out. Yeah, that's it. We're out. Lasted about 30 seconds. And that's it.